aka Mr. Fully Auto, and it's a change of scenery today. I'm not out in the woods shooting, I'm not in my car driving, I'm not in some car reviewing it. I'm sitting in my basement chilling on the couch. But it's still a cool day because you see the shirt I got on, right? Sight alignment, sight picture. If you know, you know. You already know what that is. So, you see the thumbnail, you see the title, and so I finally bought my first rifle. So, in Maryland, there's a painstaking process, sort of. So, basically, I had to try to find something that was in compliance with the law in Maryland. Of course, you want to always be in compliance when you're dealing with firearms because you don't want to get caught out there. You're trying to protect yourself. You're really trying to do the right thing, but you don't want to be on the wrong side of the law when that happens because you had some technicality or some law or something that you didn't pay attention to. So what I did was to make sure that I was fully in compliance. There was two ways. I could either go directly to an FFL, pay whatever they wanted me to pay, and then get a rifle at the store. That was going to cost me probably $700, $800, $900 for the rifle that I wanted, plus the changes that I would have had to make, depending upon where I went. The second option is buy the parts online, put it together yourself. So the second option was much cheaper. Plus, I got everything that I wanted. So when I first started out thinking about what I wanted, I knew that I wanted OD green and black because I wanted to match my Glock, because my Glock is going to end up getting Cerakoted OD green and camouflage, dark camouflage. So that I already knew I had a plan for the Glock. So this one I wanted to match. So I was like, all right, let me get OD green stock, OD green grip, and OD green handrail. So I started looking around, trying to find what I wanted. But the first thing I did before I even started looking around for the actual parts, I started on Maryland's website. Went to Maryland's website because Maryland has so many rifles banned. It's like, okay, this is the same thing as that, but this one's banned. Why? I don't know. Whatever. Maryland does what they want to do. They ban so many different ones. It's crazy. So you're trying to navigate through that. So I couldn't just go online like everybody else that I knew and just buy a rifle offline, because a lot of time those are going to have M4 barrels or pencil barrels or some other type of barrel other than a heavy barrel. Like in Maryland, you have to have a heavy barrel to be in compliance with the Maryland law. So what I had to do was I had to go on Maryland's website first. When I decided that it would be cheaper for me to do it in parts, I went on the Maryland's website. Started looking at different manufacturers. Found Anderson Manufacturing. Anderson Manufacturing, of course I'm going to buy Anderson Manufacturing. It only makes sense. Mr. Anderson is Fully Auto, Anderson Manufacturing. Of course. So I end up looking on there. I find a model that's not banned. It says not banned on the website. I think I either screenshotted it or printed it out. So I always have it, right? So at the time that I purchased it. And so I went online, searched for it, found a lower with that model number on it. So that's just the lower part. So I ended up finding that lower part. And what I did was I had this lower part sent to the FFL in Maryland. So I sent the lower part to the FFL in Maryland. Once they got it, they called me, said, hey, your part is here. Come fill out your paperwork, and then you're good. So I said, all right, boom. Went there, filled out my paperwork. They said, all right, well, you got to wait 7 days, then you come back and pick it up. I was like, all right, cool. So once I filled out the paperwork, Maryland emailed me, so I guess that was a week ago. Maryland emailed me today saying my part I was good. I was not the wording was, congratulations, you were not disapproved. I don't see how you do double negatives, but that's what it said. All right. So I went up there and grabbed, told them, I needed to pick up my stuff, showed them my email, and then here it is. So now I'm home with that. But while I was waiting for this to come, I ordered the upper. as well. So when I ordered the upper, I got it, found one in OD green, Magpul, already added to it, just like the lower. It already been upgraded with the Magpul stuff, so I didn't have to mess with it anymore. So had I tried to do this after I had purchased the whole rifle, it would have cost me a lot more than what it ended up costing me. Because this was only about, I think, $300. So I got this, the whole upper setup, and the sight for $300, and I got the lower for $180, I think. So I ended up paying about $480 for a fully functioning rifle. So I mean, the only thing I got to add to it is the dot and the sling, of course, and then 2 mags, $26. So I'll end up paying about $525 for a fully functioning Armalite rifle. It'll be ready to rock. So yeah, so once this came in the mail yesterday, I was pretty happy. I had ordered this from, what is it, Palmetto State Armory. Came from Palmetto State Armory. Came in a week in that packaging. It was double packaged, of course, so that whoever was looking at it didn't know exactly what it was, didn't know it was a gun part or whatever. But I was able to order this right to the house. I wasn't even, I didn't have to wait for it. So I just had to wait for the bottom, which now I can just marry the two together. And I got it. So, all right, so here's the lower. Ended up having upgrades on it already, so I didn't have to do any upgrades. It has a Magpul adjustable stock and Magpul grip. And of course, has the sight in the front. I put the sight on here. This is also a Magpul sight, the M-Bus Magpul sight, and this is a Magpul hand grip, so it matches perfectly. The colors match perfectly, like they were made to be together. And then so now, I mean, it's pretty simple to put together. I put it together and taken it apart like numerous times already. It's crazy. Didn't know that it would be this simple. You just pop your lynch pins like that. You just drop your upper inside, push it back. Good to go. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's a pretty gun. So hopefully it's Father's Day I get to go out and do some shooting with it. But I'm pretty satisfied with what I got. It's a heavy barrel. So on the websites, it'll have, like, in the description of like the uppers, it'll say like M4 barrel. This is called a heavy barrel. So even when I purchased it, it said heavy barrel. That's just so that I could be in full compliance with the with Maryland law. I don't want any issues. I don't want no problems. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I just want to be able to protect my family and be able to go out and shoot for sport when I want to. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was really looking for. And you know, I'm pretty happy with what I got. Should go shoot it this weekend. That's gonna be the funnest. Of course I'm gonna make videos of that, baby. And then I got another surprise too. Like over the winter, me and my buddies, we built a range. So not sure if we're gonna be out there at the range that we built this Sunday, but coming soon we're gonna be out there and we're gonna be getting some work, because we got a long range, 100-yard range, and then we got a short, like 50-yard range, and then we have another range for like tactical movements and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun this summer doing a lot of shooting, and just training and just getting to be able to know these weapons a lot better, especially me. So I'm pretty much at a 0 for use of a rifle or AR, but I'm definitely, trust me, I'm gonna raise my acumen on these weapons for sure. So I want to get to know this one just as well as I know the Glock. And yep, so that's it. But got my new AR, pretty easy to purchase in Maryland. You just gotta follow the rules. It takes, not long. I probably started the whole process, probably purchased the lower 2 weeks ago. So it took me about 2 weeks to put this together. As opposed to, I could have went to the store and bought it, and it would have taken a week, because you still got to wait a week. But to put it together myself and to pay, and for it to cost a lot less, right here, it's easy money. So that's that, y'all. I'm Mr. Anderson, aka Mr. Fully Auto, and I'm gone.